This video from Blank's Universe is brought to you by Noctua, innovator of silent PC cooling components. For more information, visit www.noctua.at. Hey guys, Martin here from Blank's Universe, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Z77A-GD65 by MSI. This has military class 3 components, which means it's pretty reliable. It features OC Genie 2, which has 1 second overclocking, so you push a button and it's overclocked. This board is Windows 8 compatible, features Virtue MVP, has PCIe Gen 3, supports the new 22nm CPUs, has SLI and Crossfire support, Windows 7, supports Intel processors, and uses the Z77 chipset. This is a socket 1155 motherboard, so you're going to be able to use it with any i5 or i7 processor, well, the 3rd gen ones and 2nd gen. You won't be able to use the extreme processors because that uses socket 2011. Yeah, on this side of the box you just see more, well, it's really the same on all sides. Okay, so on the back you see Dr. Most 2, solid ferrite chokes. It has high C cap and solid capacitors. Yeah, here we have the performance increases by using OC Genie. Here we have Instant OC, which is kind of the same thing as OC Genie. Supercharger, so you can charge your tablets because those require a higher amp charger. It has Winky 3, so it's just well, it's kind of an OS in your BIOS, so you can go on the internet without actually having a hard drive installed, and has THX audio. Has Click BIOS 2, so you can use your mouse. And yeah, let's open this thing up. So here we have the overclocking guide, which is nice to see for people starting with overclocking. So here we have it describes the system, how to overclock in the BIOS, and CPU core as well as memory speed overclocking. They have charts, and they tell you to use a beefier cooler than the Intel stock cooler. It's nice to see them include. Here we have the drivers and utilities. You should download the latest ones off the MSI website. Here we have a quick install guide, software applications, so how to use their applications. Here we have a certificate of quality and stability. This just means it's tested and it shouldn't break. Here we have a user guide in multiple languages, I believe, yeah. We have a SLI bridge. Now, I believe this has 3-way SLI, so I don't know why I gave only a single SLI bridge, but okay. Here we have 4 SATA 3 6 gigabit a second connectors, and here we have the leads for the voltage checkpoints. Here we have a black I/O shield and a Easy Connect, or whatever MSI likes to call it, M connector. ASUS calls it Easy Connect or something. So here we find the motherboard in the ESD package. Let's take this out. Oh no, it goes there. Yeah, so here we have the board itself. You're seeing OC Genie 2 sticker right there, and that sticker fell off. Okay, so first, at the top here, we see an 8-pin power connector for the CPU, and here covered by the sticker is the 24-pin power. Here we have, oh, that wasn't a good sound. So here we have the 4 DIMM slots. Those are DDR3. Here we have a beefy heatsink, and if you look at it like this, you can see it's a pistol. I don't know why motherboard companies like doing that, but it's easy to overlook. Also, MSI, I believe MSI has a game in their BIOS. It's like Brick Breaker, except of a paddle and a ball. You have a grenade and a knife. That's, yeah. Anyway, here we have the 1155 socket. Here we have a system fan, the CPU fan, so that's two 4-pins. Here we have a 3-pin, a 4-pin, another 3-pin at the bottom. So we have a total of 3, 4, 5 fan connectors. That's a reasonable amount. So here we have a start reset button, just in case this is on a test bench and you don't have an actual case, so you don't have to use a screwdriver and try to short the 2 pins together to turn on. And here we have the OC Genie button. Once you click that, it automatically overclocks your board. Here we have the voltage checkpoints. So you can check your voltages with a multimeter, which is more accurate than just checking it in the BIOS. Here we have a right angle USB 3 header. In what I believe is the best place to put it, because on some motherboards they put it here and it's not right angle, so it's a pain in the butt to plug it in, especially if you have a graphics card here. Yeah, so good job, MSI. Here we have one SATA 3 6 gigabit, well, not two SATA 3 6 gigabit ports running off the Intel controller, and two SATA 2 3 gigabit a second ports running off the Intel controller. Here we have another SATA 3 6 gigabit per second port running off a third-party SATA controller. Here we have a sticker telling you to connect your SSD to the SATA 3 ports, which makes your computer go faster just because it can use most of the bandwidth, unless you have a SATA 2 SSD when you bought it when SSDs first came out. But anyway, you should probably upgrade that considering this is a 3rd gen board. Here we have 3 USB front panel headers. One is the supercharger. Here we have a communication port, some more ports, front panel audio. Here we have multi-BIOS, so this is the switch to switch between the 2 BIOSes. Here we have a post readout just to make it easier for you to diagnose your errors, which is really useful because I have a lot of errors. I run into a lot of errors with my computers. So yeah, the front panel connector, the front I/O connectors are somewhere here, here, and here. Yeah, those 2 are for the front panel. Here's some more COM ports. Here we see 3 PCIe 1X slots. Here we have 2 PCIe 16X slot, and the 3rd one has a warning telling you to only use this if you have a 3rd gen Ivy Bridge processor, just because of bandwidth limitations. Oh, that's pretty amazing. All of these are wired for PCIe 16X, although they should only run in 16.8. Well, you can't run them all in 16X if you're like SLIing or crossfiring. They leave a lot of space between the 1st and 2nd one, just in case you have the Asus Direct CU cards or the Arctic Cooling Acceleroid coolers, because those take up 3 slots and it's hard to find motherboards you can SLI them with. For the rear I/O, you find PS2 mouse keyboard combo port, 2 USB 2s, I think that's a clear CMOS button. Here we have digital audio, optical audio, 2 more USB 2 ports, HDMI out, gigabit Ethernet, 2 USB 3 ports, a VGA, a DVI. So this rear I/O has a lot of connectivity. It's missing a display port, but not many people use that. And 7.1 audio, that's THX certified. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you for checking out this unboxing of the MSI Z77A-GD65.